which I would be more surprised if she can't over.
Oh, Mosquito with the fastest lap by the way, guys.
Anyway, I think we're back. I think we are back.
Oh, and he hit Smith.
Oh, what's happening? Immediate.
And what's going on? What's going on?
Oh my
God! This is a movie at this point. Every time it jumps
And
into
Delhi
something.
Mosquito loses it. Fuck, dude. Fuck.
Oh my God! So much happened.
Oh my God!
I think.
Can this be called a race? It's VSC.
Yeah,
I think.
it's a safety car.
No.
Oh yeah, it's a VSC, yeah.
And all of that Smith passed after that as well.
Yeah, I think what's happened here is that Mayank spun into the path of Oxidize. So Oxidize not been able to avoid it and Smith has. So yeah.
Yeah, I think we're live.
I think this has to be the race with the most incidents because we haven't nary gone a lap without something happening. If we go a lap without an incident, it's weird. Yeah, and Oxidize, I think what's happened is that he was not on the straight when that VSC ended. And of course, Abdul's just gonna let Smith go. Does Smith have damage? I don't think he does. So it's gonna be 4 wins in 5 races at this rate, and that is looking very imperious right now.
Yeah, but Oxidize is lapping faster than Smith right now.
I mean, regardless of what Smith will take it at this point, he bare minimum is going to be on that. Abdul doesn't pit. That's weird.
I think he's just trying to hold up Oxidize.
He's going to give Oxidize DRS.
I think he's gonna try hold him up for 2 laps maybe.
I don't really think you can hold up someone here, especially when you gain 6 tenths on DRS alone. And
yeah, but I mean for 2 laps, Smith could pull away from
Mayank pits for the front wing, and Smith now.
I mean, you can gain 6 tenths if you make it through cleanly, and going by how this race has gone, that's.
And yeah, Oxidize, I think he's gonna get the move done.
Can someone tag
everyone? Now, for the sake of Abdul's safety, if Oxidize overtakes him, I would suggest he pit. He's more likely to score points. I mean, he has to pit because he hasn't pit yet. But look, yeah, you guys were right. He's increased it by a second, so yeah.
2.2.
Pit of fortune. Oh, what's happening? Who's this?
It's Delhi Mosquito.
Yeah.
Okay, why is the at everyone not working on?
Yeah, that's not. It's not working for me either.
I think Smith is using grip mode or Abdul is doing just goat things. I would say Abdul is doing goat things. Look at this man. He has,
and he's depleted and Abdul's empty. Abdul's done.
And now he's gonna just
he's done his job.
He's gonna pit. He's gonna pit. Hopefully don't block his line to the pit lane or anything so he can actually just pit. And Smith now look. A bit of fortune for Smith, but when you're driving at the level that he has been these past month or so, sometimes the fortune will always favor you in a way.
Yeah, and Oxidize has to like look behind in his mirrors now.
I mean, not really, because, well, you know what I mean. Well, Shrikant will have to give the podium interview, by the way, at this rate, so this is the only thing I'm hearing about.
Well, we still have 5 laps, so anything could still happen.
And wasn't Raman like crashed out on that back straight like a couple of laps ago? He's in P6.
Oh, I'm touching the wall there. I think both the Red Bulls have damage.
Yeah, but just to go to show how crazy, on lap 16 I think that was when Raman just drove straight into the wall. He is in P6. And with the way it's going, he could finish a lot higher than P6.
I think after the post-race penalties are applied, I think he'll end up on the podium. Raman.
I mean, that's a bit of an ask, but I'm not necessarily going to say that that's an impossibility.
Very diplomatic, man. Very diplomatic.
Srikanth is also one warning away from getting a 3-second.
Hippity hoppity, Ron
You
Hans
mean
wants are now my
he's pretty
property.
much one warning away from getting a race ban at this race as well. I mean, at least, I don't know. The stewards usually favor Red Bull.
Not the sensible one. Meanwhile, not really much action happening on track. So let's go to helmet watch. Smith with his traditional, the devil horns helmets that have helped him with this form. So why would he change that? And Oxidize and Harsh battling each other, but Harsh does have 5 seconds, so it's...
Oxidize got all out of
Yeah, as long as Oxidize doesn't put it in the wall, he should pretty much have this B2. Oxidize with the circuit layout helmet, that is sure to catch some fashion eyes. Harsh with the outspoken 80s one. Srikanth, no one cares. Harshi with the Williams, the back of the halo representing his helmet. That's cool. Not the halo, the battery, where the battery is. Yes.
I've seen a shitload of Max Verstappen and Red Bull fans, but I've never seen any of them mimic Verstappen so nicely as Srikanth.
Yeah, I think we should just send these clips to the actual Max. Like, he would actually be flattered. Yeah, like Pepe without the skill is really. I don't know what to say.
Do you remember Verstappen versus Vettel in China, where Vettel literally went like, there's nothing I should say about this. And I'm pretty much that's what happened to Sid Venkatesh too.
Yeah.
Although
meanwhile, Abdul, I must say, brilliant helmet with that color coordination. I'm a sucker for having the same color helmet as the car you're driving. And yeah, let's just do a bit of helmet watch right now, because we need a bit of a breather before we start focusing in on these last few laps of like actual racing.
I think Smith is just like carefully managing his pace at the moment and not taking any unnecessary risks, because
he doesn't
that gap is down by like 7 tenths right now.
He's leading by 2.5. Like they.
Oh, Smith hit the wall, exiting. Did he have damage there?
I don't think he has damage. He doesn't. He has his end plates.
Okay.
But he did lose a lot of time.
That gap is coming down, guys.
Yeah,
that gap is.
But for Smith's sake, I hope he can just flick it, because earlier on we saw him one lap in clean air and did the fastest lap. So, or has he burnt out those tires? But now it makes no sense, because all the time we thought Oxidize was faster in the straight, but now Smith just gains 2 tenths on him through the straight. So now he's losing in the corner. So I don't.
It just doesn't make sense anymore.
Yeah, racing doesn't make sense. Meanwhile, did Sid overtake one of the Haas?
I think Smith does have damage.
And Sid is going for maximum damage limitation right now.
I think Smith has damage because it's down to 1.2 right now.
Oh no, this could. Good thing we did that helmet watch then, because this is about to get spicy. Srikanth dropped out of this fight out of respect or out of skill? I don't.
I think Srikanth has damage as well from this skill.
Respect? Srikanth? Respect? I expect it better from you.
No, you always hope.
Guys,
you always hope, don't you?
I think we should watch the battle for the lead right now.
This is closing up. This is closing up. So 6 DRS zones essentially, 7 DRS zones essentially still left in this race. So,
but Smith is just edging out with the superior straight line speed.
Yeah, Smith is edging Oxidize. It's a tease right now, but will he get him into position for the move? Now into the last corner. Can you? Oh, Oxidize! Oh no! My God! That's the one thing I've said since the start of this stream was about to do it there. I would have been very annoyed.
2 laps to go.
Oh,
and he overshoots his.
I think he shouldn't panic right now. I think he's odds on, since Smith clearly is struggling.
I think he just has to be.
Oh no,
and he oxidizes the wall.
Oh my God.
Just has to be a little patient there.
Paciencia, madre. Now that... What damage do they have, if any? I think now both of them have the same damage, because I've never seen two cars, a car hit that and not get that. I think they're missing the front end plates. The first of the end plate, they're missing the chip of that. Just like, it's so difficult to point out, but if you see where the Acceleron logo is on the left side, both the sides are not the same alignment on Smith's car. And it's pretty much the same for Oxidize, what's happened to Mayank as well.
Smith going a little wide there.
I think this is gonna be the move, guys.
Going down the outside, Oxidize on the penultimate lap. Final corner, penultimate lap, going into the final lap. We're on the inside, and can he make it stick? Who's gonna get DRS here? It's Smith though.
Smith.
But that means that he's gonna keep the position. I think with both of them having damage now, it's just... And what that leads me to show for the next lap, crucially, if Oxidize can't get past, there's a bit of contact as Harsh trying to get involved. If all three of them crash out, then you know what comes next. Smith is using mods. Look at how he made Oxidize use low grip and now he's hitting balls. So yeah, if people think you're hacking, you're either actually hacking or are just that good at the game. In before Smith defeats his time trial. Harsh going for a move on Oxidize. I think he should stay out of it. He has tried to, in all fairness to Harsh, he knows that it's not his fight, and he has tried to not get involved. I don't think this would be the same case if the other Red Bull was here.
And Oxidize losing the rear end a bit there. It's all or nothing now.
Yes, Smith's gonna play DRS chicken now.
I think he is, I think he is. Harsh, I respect Harsh for doing this, he didn't want to get involved. Because he knows he's not fighting for it. But now, and what I said last lap, whoever gets DRS here could probably out-drag the other person to the line if they're side by side into the last corner. Smith, look at it, he covers the middle of the track, down to last corner. Who's gonna win in Jeddah? I think it's Smith got it. I think he's done it, the DRS chicken has worked. Smith Shaw wins. Chaotic Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Ooh la la.
Oh no, Shrikant
in P3, Harsh in P4, Sid Venkatesh in P5, Harshi in P6, Abdul P7, Raman who was facing the other side of the track 10 laps ago in P8, Domithor in P9, points on debut. You love to see it. Ace gets the last of the point scoring positions, Mayank in 11th, Mosquito 12th, Shrikant's victims from 13th to 19th. There you go, that will be that. You can tell Harsh is a BO3 player, yes. Azun, yes you can. What a respect, man. Wallahi. No point inviting Shrikant for the interview. We are not going to ask him about the race if we invite him. You know what we're going to ask him.
You know what, we should just invite him and let him be. Let's not ask him questions.
Yes.
Mosquito, I think yet another illegitimate podium.
Yes.
So.
P2.
Red Bull conspiracy, he literally made sure that the only position he loses to his teammate. So should we?
So we have our P2 and P1 here. So why don't you take us away with our P2 guest here, Oxidize?
Yeah, just let's see whether the game glitches out and then let me access the showroom. There's Smith in all his glory, 4 in 5 now.
Congratulations, Oxidize, and congratulations, Smith. Brilliant drive, Smith. Brilliant tactic right at the end there. So congrats to you too. We're just waiting for VFix to go to the gallery so that we can start
that's the only thing we're waiting for
with the two of y'all.
Just give it a good minute, guys. If it doesn't, then I'll just start the interviews.
Can you guys hear me?
Give me a minute, guys.
I think I heard some static there. Can you guys confirm if it was static?
I don't know. I can't.
Yeah, there's some disturbance. I'm not sure what.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, it's clear now. I can't hear anything. I think it's fine.
Yeah.
I just heard the sound of Ferrari bodywork on the track. Ready up, people. I
mean,
guess
it's already quite late. I think VFX, you can just
yeah,
take
I
it
guess
away
we
with
should
Oxidize.
just start. Oxidize. If you're here, just make sure that you're audible to everyone on stream, and someone on stream just confirm it quickly. Audible to everyone on stream, and someone on stream just confirm.
Sorry.
Hi, me. But yeah, I think we should just go Oxidize P2 in the main race. I think P4 or P5 in the sprint. That was a long time ago, and a lot of stuff happened since then. So my memory might not be the best, but I think considering how much crazy antics are happening, I think you would be reasonably happy with that result. Even though you did get out DRS chickened by Smith at the end.
Well, it was a tough race. Crazy racing, Smith, GG's very. Well, yeah, I thought literally Smith went wide, and I thought I had the DRS, so I just kept going straight. But as I said, it just took me out for the DRS. Smith had a crazy straight line speed, better than me. It was a tough time keeping up with him.
Yeah. So, and Redstone, do you have anything you want to ask Oxidize?
No, I think given how the race panned out and both Smith and Oxidize maximized the results, and I'm glad both of them could finish on the podium. So good job.
Yeah. Others comms guys, do you have any questions for?
Yeah, Oxidize. How? I mean, did you expect Smith to dummy you into that DRS zone right at the end, like how Max used to do it for Leclerc and vice versa? But did you expect him to do that? And even when you saw him move to the side and slow down, did you think that you could create enough of a gap in the last chicane to turn 22, 23 to get ahead of him, or were you just accepting that he's just going to come right back at you?
Well, to be frank, I was expecting it, but literally at that moment, I thought he went wide, and I had Hershey behind me. So if I had lifted off, Hershey would have overtaken both of us. So I don't want to lose another position. So I just kept going.
Yeah.
I get. Yeah, that Red Bull was actually fighting you quite
Yeah, he
close
was
at the back.
exactly right behind me. So.
Quite frustrating for him that he had a very good race. It just poor guy had a extension warning to which he lost
No,
the
he had a
podium.
speeding
But
in the
yeah,
pit lane.
nonetheless. Yeah, sorry, speeding in the pit lane. Yeah, but I mean, he deserved to be on the podium, really, if you ask me. But yeah,
but
nonetheless, good race.
Abhishek, do you have anything you want to ask him, or should we just move on
No,
to?
yes, just
At this
ask me
point, what's
what
becoming
happened.
a weekly tradition?
Well, it's just because when Smith dummied into the DRS, I saw Oxidize had a very bad exit going on to the back straight. So I just wanted to know if he made a mistake there or he was just distracted by Smith being wide.
You mean on the lap 24, Barry?
No, on the last lap, just before the last DRS zone.
Yeah, I had a good exit, but I saw Smith going to the right, so I thought it's better to stay in the inside. If not, we both will crash and it will end up both of our races.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, no more questions.
Then let's just move on to the weekly. This is just what we witness every week nowadays. In before those petitions start by you know who. But anyway, Smith, another one, 4 in 5, and the fifth one was a P2. So, what do you have anything to say, or are you just running out of things to say at this point?
It was a good race, I would say. I mean, I did make, a mistake here or two, but apart from that, good race. Oxidize, in fact, you had more straight line speed than I had. But, I loved racing with you there.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think these guys are going to ask you questions about the main race, but so long time back, but it's still in my memory. What happened on the last lap of the sprint race with Shooter? Because I just missed it because there was so much stuff happening towards the back end of the field. That did you guys make contact or because you were ahead of him and then all of a sudden you were like a
Yeah.
second behind him? So what happened there?
Yeah, so I think penultimate lap, last corner, he, I think, went for a gap which I think didn't actually exist. And kind of, I had a half spin, lost my wing there, and then I just basically, yeah.
Yeah. So basically, you're going for the maximum points in the sprint as well. Essentially, what you're saying.
Possibly. I mean, I am gonna look through that. I might report as well if
Yeah,
it feels like.
D2 guys, you can start a petition. By the way, this is. I mean, I just don't know what to say anymore. This is a weekly thing now. It's P1 again. We can just
We
record
are
next week's
definitely
interview.
starting it.
Yeah.
We are
Anyway,
definitely starting.
Redstone, do you have anything you want to say?
No, I think like Smith, it was wonderful watching you and Oxidize battle. A bit of contact here and there, not too sure what happened there, but
Yeah.
it's good to see both of you finish on the podium and keep the streak going, man. Yeah,
Thanks.
that's about
Honestly,
it.
yeah, good that we finished because I think we did make a contact, could have ended both our races, honestly. But yeah, I mean, we both finished P1, P2, which is, I think, it actually keeps both of our hopes alive for the championship. I mean, there's still how many races to go? Eight?
I think there's 8 normal,
You
but I think
don't
there's a
need
few sprints in
hope
between
when
there.
you're one
Yeah,
point
and I don't
behind.
think you need hope. So, Yash, do you have anything you want to ask him? How does it
Yeah, I
feel with
mean,
no one in front of you, perhaps?
well, I, uh, I actually am lost for words because that actually was very good racing between the two over there. I mean, there is a bit of tire contact, but I think that's what you can expect on a very tight street circuit like this. It was still very respectable between the two, unlike some other drivers around who probably finished just behind them. But yeah, nonetheless, congratulations to both of them. Abhishek, if he wants to ask them any more questions.
No questions, just want to ask Smith how much praise he has for Abdul for holding up Oxidize there after
Always,
the safety car
always.
race.
I mean, in the party chat, I was like, man, do defend like a lion, which he did. So, I mean, because of him, I guess I'm over here. So, yeah.
You would still be here. I mean, you would have finished P2 if at all. So, I
Yeah.
mean, it's still a brilliant race for the two of you. So, yeah, I think VFix, we can wind it up then. It's been quite a
Yeah.
long
Yeah,
race weekend.
I do exist.
it is near enough 12 o'clock. Before we leave, shout out to Jishnu for his stewarding, for his race engineering. I mean, apparently Oxidize has he was asked he has asked Oxidize how his race engineering was. And before we leave, guys, how can we forget the brilliant contributions of that Red Bull in this race right now? Harsh, who did not partake in the lead battle, he tried to steal so much out of it because he knew that he wasn't going to get it anyway. So, shout out to you, Harsh.
Yeah, I mean,
Truly a Red
it's
Bull driver,
just, it's just,
deserving of the car.
I,
And
I
yeah,
don't know. I am lost for words because I don't see Red Bulls doing that.
yeah,
Staying out of it, not poking their nose in every corner and keeping it clean.
yeah. Anyway, on that note,
Sorry,
we should leave.
I was ahead
We'll
of
stay back tomorrow.
the corner.
We will come back tomorrow for D1. Hopefully, it ends earlier than this because that is all of qualifying, the real life one done, and we won't be able to see Max Verstappen's pole interview. So, anyways, thank you guys for watching. Thanks to all the commentators, all the podium boys, and for the entertaining
And
race
congrats
that you
to
guys gave
Harsh
us.
once again
Yes,
for
and
a
congrats,
brilliant
Harsh.
podium.
Yes,
Yeah.
once again. Brilliant. Thank you
He
guys.
left,
It is
guys.
Wifix
Chill out.
Cutter out.